Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. I started today thinking about doing some work on the hot rod, working on the floor, but to do that I'm down a tool. I really need to use a sheet metal brake to do some of the stuff I want to do, but I don't own one. I've got access to one at work, but I really need one, and there's some chintzy ones at Harbor Freight. That are arguably, I'd say, too much for what you want to get. And if you want to step up to something that's actually nice, it's like almost $1,000, and I can't justify that. So today we are going to build a similar to the cheapy Harbor Freight one, something a little bit more flexible that we can modify, and we're not going to break the bank doing it. So this is really all we need. It's a piece of angle iron and a couple hinges. So the plan for most of it is that we are going to cut this angle iron in half. We are going to take these hinges and we are going to weld them on the corners. And that is going to be most of the brake. We are going to have to modify things a little bit. Because the thing is, we want this pivot, the middle of that hinge, to actually kind of be inside where this triangle, this corner is. So if you mount it like this, as we open it, it's going to get wider like this. We don't want that to come up. We want this to just pivot like so. The Harbor Freight ones accomplish that by basically having a kind of sturdy single shear hinge on the end with basically a pin and a hole. We are going to use some cheapy hinges that I picked up. Actually got these at the Habitat for Humanity Restore. So I think that was 50 cents a hinge, so I kind of grabbed a handful of them. So first thing we're going to do is cut this in half, and then we're going to mark off the corners where the hinges will go. Now what we're going to do, so we want this to actually lie kind of in there like so. So I'm going to clamp these together. Well, no. Yeah, I'm going to clamp them together. At least for marking purposes. Alright, so now we're going to take our hinge. It's not going to go this way, but I'm just going to kind of hold it here. To get my, my length. This side. And then we're going to want to have it be about half this width. So I'm going to just eyeball that. So and then we'll just cut that out. Alright, got that all notched out, got it clamped together and then mocked up with the hinges. I was going to put the hinge all the way in, but then I realized that wouldn't give me quite as much area as I would have liked. So hopefully this isn't too big of a deal, but anyway, I'm going to scooch the hinge out just a little bit more to make this just a teensy bit wider. So yeah, let's hope. It's the first time I've mocked it up. Let's hope this works how I think it should. That's pretty good. You can see as that folds, that's pretty much perfect. There's basically no gap. So I like that. So what we're going to do is going to break out the welder and we are going to zap those in. Alright, there we go. Got the hinges welded on. I also added some handles and welded a piece kind of to act as a stand. That way I can clamp that in the vise. So, as you can see, it does bendy things and it stays nice and perfect in that line. So let's try to bend some stuff. So, I've got a piece of sheet metal, just some scrap. I've got a piece of angle iron to bend against, and I've got some clamps to hold it down. I'm kind of doing this sort of the same style as the Harbor Freight guy. Eventually, one of the upgrades I'll do is actually make a piece that actually bolts down there, so I can basically speed this process up. But for now, I think the bend it against a piece of other angle iron is going to do the trick. So, we got that. And there we go. One nice, crisp, bent piece of metal. And if I want to make this edge a little bit sharper, I basically just need to make sure I have a nice crisp edge. I might actually shave this down so it, like, lap it down to match this and put it this way, and then I should get a nice crisp edge. But for the first ever bend, not too bad. I tried making one of these a few years ago before I really knew anything, and when I literally just got my welder, and it didn't work out too well. So I just kind of resorted to, putting things in the vise and bending them by tapping it with a hammer. But this is a game changer. This should definitely help me in the shop. So now I can move on and start making the floor for the hot rod. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. See you next time, and thanks for watching. So this is pretty much all we need. I've got a piece of angle iron and a couple hinges. So this is really all we need. It's a piece of angle iron and a couple hinges. Alright guys, that's all for now. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.